The stars are right, and that means it's time for another episode of The Whisper in Darkness. I'm your host, the Manfromleng. Thank you very much for joining me tonight on this stream. I am pleased to be joined by Tim Fiscus, a patron of the channel and host of the I've Got a Plan channel as well. How are you doing, Tim?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
Great. Yeah, we managed to sort out the technical issues, and we are finally live. Glad to have you here. Why don't you tell me a little bit about what you do here for the Arkham horror community?
Yeah, sure. A couple things, other than just being sort of an avid player and forum dweller on all the various different places that one can talk about this game, because it's sort of been a bit of an obsession over the past couple of years. I run the I've Got a Plan podcast, which has both video and audio podcasts. I have video episodes that go up on YouTube, and I have audio episodes on SoundCloud. And I focus on the two-player experience of the card game. Always play two-handed solo and try to vary up the different investigators. I sort of have a soft spot for the less popular investigators, so I play a lot of Calvin and Lola and Jim and that sort of thing. Although as the card pool grows, I'm finding that every investigator really has a way to hold their own and make a good chance of getting to the end of a campaign successfully. So far in the 20 whatever episodes I've put out, I have actually not had a loss. So I'm considering my channel somewhat blessed in that way.
Yeah, or you're cheating.
Well, I could also be cheating, although I am doing it on I'm doing it on video, so
That's,
at least
well, that's true. No, well, that's good work. I mean, you have. It's always great that when people put out content for this great game, and you have been a great supporter of the channel from the very beginning. I still cherish the mug that your wife made for me.
Oh yeah, thank you.
It was a great gift to have. It's a nice keepsake. So
I've got
tonight
one of my own.
you've got one of your own as well.
I do. Yes, I do.
That's pretty sweet. On tonight's stream, we are going to be playing Union and Disillusion. This was a scenario that I bounced off of pretty hard when I played it solo. It is an extremely difficult scenario to play solo. And when Tim and I were talking about what we wanted to play, he suggested that we give Union and Disillusion a try in multiplayer. So that's what we are going to do tonight. I am playing a Jenny Barnes deck that is based on a deck by Matt88. It's posted over on Arkham DB. It's called Tough as Nails, and it uses the Scroll of Prophecy, which just came out in the Search for Kadath, to draw cards, as well as the Moonstone, which was just released in Dark Side of the Moon to boost Jenny's willpower and her agility. The Moonstone being that the accessory that you can't play normally, you have to discard it. So the trick will be to get the Scroll of Prophecies in play, so then I can discard the Moonstone and play it. Jenny should not have any problems with resources, that's for sure. We've got lots of all the resource generating cards in there, hot streaks, easy marks, etc., etc. It's I believe I ended up at 17 XP. I couldn't go for the full 19. Hello, Hero Logic. Welcome to the stream. Glad you could make it. Yes, I am playing Moonstone tonight.
Yeah, that's super cool. I didn't actually know that. That's really neat.
One of the cards I'm quite excited about from Dark Side of the Moon. And I was busy sending Tim files this afternoon because I realized that was the card missing from the deck all this time. What are you playing, Tim?
So I am bringing a Tony Morgan. So we're going to have a couple rogues hitting the scenario tonight. So Tony Morgan, and this is a version of a deck that I played through with Patrice. So I played Tony and Patrice through Return to Path to Carcosa. And so I had a lot of fun with this deck. And so I backed it up to 19 XP. So this is a Tony Morgan Crystallizer of Dreams deck. And so the whole concept here is to be able to leveraged Tony's access to both the Guardian. I'm going Guardian Tony, the Guardian events that have good icons, and then also the Rogue events that have good icons, and just have a lot of events. Use Tony's cash that he generates from his bounties to be able to keep that thing loaded up, and hopefully be able to pass some tests on these circle tests in this scenario.
Yes, the circle tests were my undoing, that's for sure. We had I was struggled. I don't even think I attempted a circles test the last time when I recorded this. As I was telling Tim, I bounced off this pretty hard and ended up. I don't even think I made it past the first Act 1A. So. Everything after Act 1A is going to be interesting. Yeah, this is not an infinite Jenny deck. This is a taboo Jenny deck actually. So it is not playing any of the. It sticks to the taboo list, which is rare for me. I usually just ignore the taboo list, but I decided to stick with it this time. And explore some of the new rogue cards. Initially, I was playing this Jenny deck. I wanted to test Gregory Gree, the new rogue ally from from Thousand Shapes of Horror, and he was okay. He was fine. I don't know if when I was looking at the 17 experience point version of the deck, he got cut pretty quickly in favor of. Lola Santiago, of course. So he will not be making an appearance in this particular game.
One of the reasons I particularly like this deck that I'm playing is because I'm running some cards you don't see played very often because they just happen to be a pretty good match for this strategy, like Contraband level 2, Swift Reflexes, Momentum, the new Rogue level 1 skill card. Mm-hmm. So got some less played cards in there.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how it performs. Tim and I were talking a little bit last night as we were getting set up, and I had played Tony as a Guardian at Arkham Knights, and he was okay. I was a little, I think, a bit disappointed by his damage output, especially compared to. The deck that Robert Bout was playing, where he was able to pump out a
flamethrower.
Yes, a seemingly infinite amount of damage with his Leo Anderson flamethrower deck. But so we shall see.
Well, the demands of this scenario are not the blob.
No, that is true. That is true. So
there's a lot more testing in this one.
Yes, we will see how it goes. Now, we have not drawn our weaknesses, so we will do that now. I believe, how many? What's yours? 19 as well?
19.
Okay,
19,
so it's 2 each, eh?
Yep.
All right, well, I will shuffle up the weaknesses. Your first weakness is going to be the Through the Gates.
Okay, well, that could be fine or that could be horrible.
And your second weakness is going to be a Psychosis.
Okay, that's all right. I mean, if Tony's going to succumb to horror before he succumbs to damage, so
yeah, that's not bad at all.
Actions really don't tax Tony too bad, so that one's not bad. I'll take that.
All right, and my weaknesses are going to be, I get a 13th Vision.
Oh, that's neat. Okay.
Which is more annoying than harmful. And that's a doomed. That's not going to happen.
Not for standalone.
And an overzealous.
Of course you got overzealous, right? You always get overzealous.
I always get overzealous. It seems to be constant theme in my games that I play overzealous.
It's really true. I watch your stream all the time, and you do get overzealous a lot.
Yeah, it's
So now I need to create these cards and put them in my deck. That's correct.
yes.
Yes.
You just need to
Okay.
right click on the table and,
Right,
and
got
add
it.
card, and you should have no trouble.
Okay. And I had Psychosis. I had Psychosis, yes?
Yes.
There it is. Okay.
Yeah. So we'll be playing Union and Disillusion. I will be I've got some irons in the fire coming up this week as well, so I am looking forward to we'll see what else we can I'm working on my reviews for various for the latest cards and whatnot. So
I'm going to be starting on my channel here in probably, I guess, February, a blind run through the Dream Eaters.
all right. Yeah,
I have not. I've not even started yet. I've been holding off. It's been I've been playing the Return to boxes just because I feel like they haven't gotten enough love.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you have tremendous willpower to hold off and wait for the Dream Eaters to.
It's been tough. It's been because I've got them sitting. I've been buying them as they come out, and I'm just sitting on them. I play with the player cards, but I haven't tried the scenarios yet.
Alexander Blair in the chat says he's been holding off Dream Eaters as well. So you're not the only one who's been waiting to play it through in one shot.
I started this game right when it came out. Like I bought the core sets when that was all that was available, and for the first whatever it was 4 campaigns, I played as the packs were released, and it just gets frustrating. You know, I just go like, oh man, that was such a cool scenario. I can't wait to see what's next. I only have to wait 35 more days or whatever it is. And it's like, so you grab a couple other decks and try the scenario with various different teams of investigators.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I seem to play the first 4 scenarios a lot, and then it's always the last 2 that I tail off on. So I think we're ready to draw our opening hands.
We sure are.
If you want to go first, you can draw your opening hand,
Sure.
And we'll see where we're starting off here.
All right, let's see what I got. Okay, so I've got my Ever Vigilant right up front. That's awesome. And my 41 Derringer level 2. So those are things I'm both looking for in my starting hand. I've got an Easy Mark and 2 Swift Reflexes, which I don't need right off the bat. So I'm going to go ahead and keep the Ever Vigilant and the Derringer and toss back the other 3. So let's see. Do you mulligan them one at a time, I think?
You mulligan them all at once, so I just drag them onto the table and then.
Oh, I see. Yeah, gotcha. Yeah,
and then shuffle them back in the deck later.
Yep, and then draw another 3. Okay, great. I got a Crystallizer.
Hi, Peter. Welcome to the stream. Glad you could make it. Yeah, we're glad you could make it to a live stream. We are playing Union and Disillusion this evening, so it should be a good game.
Yeah, so I've got my Crystallizer right up front, and Contraband and a Momentum. So the Contraband will help me keep the Derringer loaded up. So I'm looking pretty good.
All right. Well, let's see how we do here. We will draw our 5 cards. So I have an Easy Mark, a Scroll of Prophecies, Jenny's Twin 45s, a Moonstone, and a Manual Dexterity. Well, that is that's a pretty excellent hand.
Yep, that's kind of what you're looking for.
I'd probably keep the 45s. I don't know. You're the fighter, right?
I am, and I've got my Derringer right up front, so you could probably ditch the Twin 45s.
Yeah, I think I'll do that.
Go for something.
Don't need the Manual Dexterity. Easy Mark. Do I keep it? Yeah, pretty. There. Well.
Do you have intel reports in your deck?
I do. Yeah.
Might not be terrible to start with a little flexible cash.
Yeah, we'll keep it. We'll see if we can't get lucky here. We get a quick thinking and another scroll of prophecies. Interesting. So,
Cool. I haven't never seen Scroll of Prophecies played, so I'm excited about that.
yeah, Hi, John. Welcome to the stream. Glad you could make it.
Hello, John.
And I think we're ready to go here. So I'm going to use my first action to play the scroll.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I'll use my second. That gets 4 secrets. And I will choose an investigator at my location to draw 3 cards, which will be me.
Yep.
There's a manual dexterity, a backstab, and an overzealous.
Hey, sweet.
So we get an encounter card right off the bat, which is Death Approach. Oh, geez. And it surges anyway, so that's fine. So add Death Approaches to any investigator's threat area when you would take 1 or more horror. Take 2 additional horror and discard Death Approaches. All right.
This is where Tony puts one hand over his eyes. Not me, not me.
And a Realm of Torment as well. So that's what a great start. I think I'll just take the Resign option on Miskatonic River. Good luck, Tim.
Thanks. I'll see you later. Have a great time. I still have to do the circle test as though you're there.
That's right. Put Realm of Torment into play when your turn begins. And resolve each haunted ability on your location.
That's fine. There isn't one. So
there isn't one. So that's fine for now. So that goes away. And I have to discard a card.
That's actually not that bad.
Oh, look at this moon. Oh, I can't discard the moonstone yet because I need a resource. Let's pitch the manual dexterity for now. All right, I've got one more action. I think I'll be ready to play. I can use my scroll next turn to play the moonstone. And then...
well, that scroll doesn't even exhaust, so you could do that twice if you wanted to.
Yeah, it's more the resources at this point that are the issue.
Sure. You'll have 4 next turn, so...
Yeah. So I'm going to move to the Forbidden Shore.
Yeah, so we'll have a circle test here.
So... chat's in the... Need to move the chat somewhere where it's not in my way. All right, so action test intellect or willpower or intellect 3 to find the brazier by the wooded trail. If you succeed, you may light or unlight it. So we sided with the coven.
Right.
So
we need to put a beacon on the Forbidden Shore, actually.
So we need to unlight these beacons.
Yes, that's right. The beacons are lit. Takes me back to Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Yeah, it has the haunted... you must either lose 1 action or lose 2 resources. Well, I'm not happy about that because I have Realm of Torment. So, but I do get to test that right now. Test 3 versus 3. I have an extra scroll, so I might as well do that.
What's our bag look like?
It's a pretty standard bag. It's got +1, 2, 0, 2 -1s, 2s, 3, 3 and a 4, 2 skulls, tablet, cultist, elder thing.
One of each of the tablet and cultist.
Yeah.
Okay, one of all 3. Okay.
Yeah. So I am going 4 versus 3. I don't want to use the. If I use the quick thinking, I'd get an extra action, but that doesn't really help me.
Yeah, chances of that proccing on that is pretty slim.
And yeah, passing by 2 or more is not going to be. So let's just draw from the Chaos Bag. 4 versus 3. Chaos Bag says -2, so that will be a failure, unfortunately. All right, so I am done.
I wonder... Yeah, because I can't. I was thinking I can't do anything for the Realm of Torment. I can't test that for you.
No,
because that's not in your threat area.
Yes, it is in my threat area.
But
so you can.
It's not a testable.
No,
thing
it's not a test that you can do. No.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's good because I can't do willpower stuff anyway, so that's not my bag.
Yeah. Hi, Steve. Welcome to the stream. Glad you could make it today. Yeah, John, overzealous is one of the worst weaknesses in the game, especially when you draw it right off the bat and get two encounter cards in your threat area right off the start.
Yeah, it's not great, but honestly, I think it's probably good to get that out of the way, and then you don't have to worry about it the rest of the game. You can draw with a little bit more confidence when you get into a pickle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
So I'm going to go ahead and take my first action here. And let's see if I can.
Hi, Gbort1. This is Union and Disillusion, the 4th scenario from the Circle Undone cycle. We are playing
six scenario 4.
Yeah, because we were playing this because it's one I bounced off of pretty hard in solo mode.
So I will be playing Ever Vigilant for my first action. Actually, that's not true. For my first action, I'm gonna draw a card. See if I can't maximize that Ever Vigilant a little bit. All right, so I drew a Swift Reflexes. That doesn't do it, so I'll go ahead and play the Ever Vigilant for my second action. And I will play 2 assets, reducing their cost. I'll go ahead and play the Derringer. And that'll cost me 2. And get a couple ammo on there. Let's see. 3 ammo? Yeah, 3 ammo on that. And then I will play a Crystallizer of Dreams for 0. So this is going to cost me, let's see. What's the shortcut for removing resources? Shift F1?
Shift F1, yes.
Oh, I need to take control. That's why I'm not doing it. Okay. Okay, and then the Crystallizer of Dreams, when that comes into play, I need to put a copy of the Guardian of Crystallizer into my deck because now I'm being hunted by some bad beastie that wants to kill me. So let me grab that. All right, so there's the Crystallizer of Dreams. Let's move that into my deck. Shuffle that in. So the Crystallizer of Dreams is going to allow me to take events that I play and pop them under the Crystallizer of Dreams, and then I can commit them for their icons after I've played them. And everything in my deck, every event in my deck, and I think there's 18 events or something like that, have at least 2 icons.
Yeah, that's great. We'll see how much use you get out of it.
Yeah, so anyway, that only cost me 2 resources for those cards. And I've got 1 action left, and I'm just going to come down and join you at the Forbidding Shore.
All right. Forbidding Shore, for those who haven't played this before, it's a 3-shroud location with 1 clue per investigator, and it has a circle test on it, which is willpower or intellect 3 to find the brazier by the wooded trail. If you succeed, you may light or unlight the brazier. We are trying to unlight them because we sided with the Coven at the start, and it has the haunted keyword, so you must either lose 1 action or lose 2 resources if you fail to investigate successfully there. Now, I believe if I push F12, I think you need to push F12 now.
Okay.
Yeah, again.
Gotcha. Okay.
And
I want to cycle through the different...
Yeah, and that'll get us to the upkeep phase. I think you need to hit
one more time?
Yeah, one more time. There you go. So you draw a card automatically, and you'll gain a resource.
So I drew an Ever Vigilant, another one, and that's got 2 intellect icons, which can be good for passing this circle test here. So.
Yeah. All right. Alexander says you should be able to put the Ever Vigilant beneath the Crystallizer. I guess it depends.
No, actually, no, because the Ever Vigilant brought the Crystallizer into play. So I played the Ever Vigilant, which then let me play the Crystallizer. So I can't use the Crystallizer's reaction of after I play an event because it wasn't in play at that time.
All right. So we are going to our...
although I'm not 100% sure of that, although that seems right to me, because you can't take the action on the crystallizer until the crystallizer's in play, and I had already played the Ever Vigilant to put it in play.
Yeah, I think it's hard to say with the response, the way it's worded after you play an event. To me, you'd have to have the crystallizer on the table before you could trigger its response to the play. So,
because I have played this where I've played the crystallizer first and then played Ever Vigilant and just skipped the discount on the crystallizer, but I only had one other asset in play, or in my hand.
Mm-hmm.
So, good thought though. I had the same thought.
So we are going to the first Mythos phase of the game. And you just need to push F12.
Oh, I'll get used to this. I really will.
All right. So I am the first player, so my encounter card is going to be Shapes in the Mist, Surge, resolve each haunted ability on your location. Okay, well, I'm going to resolve, so I either lose an action or 2 resources. I will lose an action because I'm already going to lose 2 resources next time, and I really want to get my Moonstone into play, so I'm going to be down a couple actions here. And of course that surges for some stupid reason. Into another Death Approaches. So I could have 2 Death Approaches, or we could each have 1, but it's a peril.
Yeah.
That would mean I would take 4 horror if I take 1 horror.
You take 5 horror if you took 1.
Yeah, so I'm going to give that one to you.
Seems reasonable.
And that surges as well. This is ridiculous. Okay, so we put Whispers into the dark. Next to the agenda deck, each location gains haunted. Take a horror. So this, failing to investigate this turn could be very, very, very painful.
What's terrible about that is that you're going to take the horror from that when you do the Realm of Torment.
That's right. I would have taken 5 horror this turn in one shot. Wow, we might have just wiped on turn 2. That's good times. Yeah. All right, so your card is going to be Terror in the Night. So test for willpower, and if you fail, you put it next to the agenda deck. If you fail by 3 or more, it gains Surge.
I will not commit anything to this. I'm just going to be 2 to 4 and just go for it. And what's the draw? F11?
Control S.
Control S. Okay.
And you draw a -4. So I believe that
I fail big.
That will gain Surge.
Yep.
And we get the Whippoorwills.
Okay.
So there are some Whippoorwills hanging out at the Forbidden Shore with us. Man, this seems like a very rough start.
Yeah, it's not the best, that's for sure. I think I'll go ahead and put a bounty on the Whippoorwills.
All right.
So now let's see.
You can just take one off yours, and I've added it over on the...
Okay. Got it.
All right. So it is the... Now I have to... When my turn begins, I've got to resolve each haunted ability. So I'm going to take a horror, which is actually going to turn into 3 horror. So I take 3 horror because of this Death Approaches.
But then that goes away.
And that goes away. And then I also either lose 2 resources or an action. I'm going to lose another action because I want my Moonstone in play, and that will be that is resolved. I am going to just use my as my final action. I'm going to use another Scroll of Secrets, Scroll of Prophecy. Scroll of Secrets is the one that isn't very good. I draw another Moonstone, an Intel Report, and another Manual Dexterity. I need to discard a card, which will be a Moonstone, so I will pay the 3 resources. And I have my Moonstone in play.
There you go. You got both the cards you were looking for.
Yeah, so I get +1 agility and +1 willpower, which will help to get rid of this bloody
Yes.
this bloody realm of torment. So let's test that now. I need to get 4 versus 3. Not great odds, but that's all I can do at the moment. I get a skull, which is a -2. So I keep the realm of torment in play for another turn.
Yuck.
It is your turn.
Okay, so obviously seems to behoove me to get rid of this whippoorwill. Seems the right thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I
think
this
I was
is a
even
good
-1 for that, so it was 3 versus 3. So it wouldn't
Oh
matter.
yeah, I forgot about that too. So I'm going to go ahead and spend my first action to engage the whippoorwill. So let's see. Shift F6. Okay. I'm just still learning the shortcuts here. Okay. So I will use my free action from the bounty, since it's a bounty, to fight the whippoorwill. I'm going to be fighting him at 5-2, which is going to be 4-2 actually because of the whippoorwill's ability. So I'm going to go ahead and spend a ammo off of the Derringer and take that up to 6-2.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to also commit a momentum to this to go 7-2, and hopefully I can both get the extra action from the Derringer and the difficulty reduction for the circle test on this.
All right.
So that's my goal. So I'm at 6-2, and that's the best I'm going to be able to do there.
All right.
So let's go ahead and draw. Elder Sign. Heck
Elder
yeah.
Sign. Yeah.
All right. So I'll add a bounty to my bounty contracts.
Yeah, Peter. Moonstone is one of the cards that I'm I think one of the most exciting cards to come out in Dark Side of the Moon, and I was eager to give it a try.
So I think one of the coolest things about Moonstone is it lets you drift away from Peter Sylvester if you're looking for his bonuses, and it opens up that ally slot for something else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because it gives you the identical bonuses to level 2 Peter Sylvester. Now it doesn't obviously have Peter's horror soak.
Yeah.
But it does let you run another ally.
Yeah, that's for sure.
So anyway, I whipped that thing into shape. So I was 6-2. I was 8-2 on that. So I was successful by 6 on that test.
Awesome. So that will trigger momentum as well.
And the Derringer, yes.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to be at -3 difficulty on the next test that I perform, which will make the circle test a 0.
Okay.
And I will kill the whippoorwill. So we'll go ahead and get rid of that. And I will take the resource from it as the bounty. And then I'm going to get an extra action. Go ahead and add an action here. So I'm back to 3 actions remaining. And I have got a full fresh turn going on here. So let's go ahead and spend my first action to take the circle test. And this is going to be 3-0. I'm going to test intellect. So 3-0, and we're going to do a skull.
-2.
But it is during a circle action, but it won't matter. Well, it might matter, but
reveal another token. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what you have to do for that, go to the global tab.
Okay.
And actually, I might have to do it because you probably don't control this deck. So we'll just we'll look at the top one on, and it's an auto fail.
Nuh-uh. Oh, jeez.
That is insult to injury there. That is terrible.
Geez.
The only token that would have done it. 2.
Does anything happen to me on the skull? No. Okay.
No.
All right. Well, that's a kick in the pants is what that is.
Yeah. Perfect
Okay.
play
Well,
with the momentum, and then you draw an auto fail. That's...
Yeah, garbage. All right. So let's go ahead and get rid of that action. All right. Well, let's do the circle action again, I think. Let's see. I'm at 3-3 for that. Yeah, I'll go ahead and commit my second ever vigilant because I don't think I'm going to. Well, yeah, no, I think I'm okay for assets right now. So I'll just commit my second ever vigilant and I'll go 5-3 on that test. So.
And
0.
Chaos, yeah,
Okay.
Chaos Bet gives you a 0. So that's a pass. So this...
Yes. So we have unlit the brazier.
We have unlit the brazier.
Which means that we can now move on to the unvisited.
All right. So do we want to grab these 2 clues as well? But obviously not this turn with the with that whispers.
Yeah, we do. We do. We're going to need them, I think. And
All right.
3 shroud is not bad. I don't have the ability to do. Well, I have a 3-3, but that's not probably the best plan.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm just going to go ahead and draw another card. I'm going to stick around with you and draw another card.
Okay.
Oh, I got a Leo DeLuca. How about that? And I'll have enough resources to play him next turn.
Awesome.
Sweet.
All right. So we advance our turns.
12.
And I draw another backstab.
I got my weakness through the gates. So let's see what disappears. So top card of my deck is Easy Mark. Oh, Grumble.
Oh, geez.
So
you lose all the easy marks.
Yeah, sure do. So let's see. Those go into the... Those are out of play? Yeah, okay. All right, so... And then I need to go into my deck and get rid of the other ones.
Yeah.
Well,
So
that's... I mean, that's a shame, but it's not the worst.
Yeah, it's not Leo.
Right.
That would have been
Right.
far worse.
Yeah, that would have been how this game is going, though, for sure.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, those two death approaches right at the beginning, that could have almost done me in.
Yeah, the welcoming party was definitely not what we wanted.
Whispers is gone.
And I think I got them all. Yeah, okay, that's all.
All right, so we'll go to the next Mythos phase. Turn 3. We haven't really gone very far, but you just need to hit F12.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's no problem. All right, my card is going to be a Whippoorwills.
Okay, I'll put a bounty on it.
Okay. And your card is going to be a Psychopomp Song, which is basically the damage version of Death Approaches. So if you take a damage, you take 2 additional damage. That one will also surge.
Yeah, this deck is nasty for that.
You can put it in anybody's threat area if you want.
No, I'll take it.
And we have another Whispers in the Dark.
Okay.
So I'm going to take another Horror.
Oh, you're right.
And you're going to take 3 Horror. So
well, no, not necessarily because. Oh yeah, you're right. Well, no, I don't have to actually trigger the.
You
haunted
don't have to
ability.
trigger it. Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
So I will take a Horror, and I'm going to lose an action or 2 resources. Okay, is that it?
I also forgot when I was fighting that Whippoorwill that I was at +1 for the bounty, so I actually beat it by 7. Not that it matters.
All right. Okay, so I have my 3 actions. I trigger the haunted keyword, so I'm going to lose 2 resources. And then I'm going to take a Horror. So I am at 4 Horror out of 7 already. With no ally in sight. But I do have 3 actions. But again, if I fail to investigate, I'll take another horror. So investigating here is...
So probably not here. Yeah, you might want to move on and investigate somewhere else.
So what
Plus the whippoorwill's here, so...
That's true. That's even worse. So I think what I'm going to do... I'll have the resources to play that next turn. So I think I will move on...
Sure.
Over here. I head over to the Decayed Willow Foreshroud location with 4 clues on it. It has the circle test of intellect plus combat 9.
That's me.
To find the brazier inside the decaying tree. If you succeed, you may unlight the brazier. The haunted ability is choose and discard 1 card from your hand. Well, I've got plenty of cards in my hand right now. But no way to use them with 1 resource. So I need to draw some cards here.
Mm-hmm.
I've got an intel report in my hand, but I don't have the resources to double the clues on it. I think I'm going to play my easy mark.
Sure, makes sense.
To gain 2 resources and draw a card.
You'll draw another easy mark.
We can only hope. No, we get Lola, which is pretty good.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
But I will then easy mark into a hot streak. So that will give me... I will go up to 10 resources. Now we have the money to pay for stuff. And that'll be my turn.
Yeah, that's good. That's real good. Because you can empty this thing off. Well, you can get 2 of the clues easily off of it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I am going to... let's see, the whippoorwill is still aloof. I will first action play Leo DeLuca. So that'll actually be my... I'll still have 3 actions remaining.
Mm-hmm.
And that will empty me out of resources. Okay, so that's that. And I've got 3 actions remaining, but a little bit of soak. As long as I don't take any damage, I'm fine.
Yep.
And I am going to pull the whippoorwill, so I'll spend my second action to go ahead and engage the whippoorwill. I'll spend my free action to engage the whippoorwill. Because you can either engage or fight for a free action. Yeah. So then for my first official action of the turn, I will go ahead and I'm just going to punch the whippoorwill. I'm not going to use the gun on this guy because let me look at this. I'm going to be at 5-2. That's pretty good. I'll punch him at 5-2. Save the ammo.
Are you at 4-2 because of the?
I'm back at +1.
Yeah. For the, okay. Right, because of the bounty. Yeah.
Yeah. Or is that only with my guns? That's only with the guns.
So you're 4-2.
Yeah, I'm at 4-2. I was getting confused because Tony's guns give you the plus per bounty that they've got.
Right.
So I'm using a Derringer. So in which case I will use the Derringer. I'll go ahead and fire because maybe I'll get an extra action out of this. So because my odds are pretty good. So I'll go ahead and go up to 6-2 by firing with the Derringer. And let's go ahead and remove a resource. So the Derringer is going to be 6-2. Let's go ahead and draw something.
-1.
-1. Nice. Sweet. So that's enough. That's enough to get the bonus out of the Derringer because I was succeeded by 3. So I will get an action back, and I gain a resource. Still have 3 actions remaining.
I forgot that I have this Realm of Torment to test. I will.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to do that here. So I'm 4 versus 3. I really need to get rid of this damn thing. Chaos Bag gives me a 0.
Hey,
Hooray!
very nice.
Okay.
Seriously, that thing could have killed you. I've had that thing kill me in the what is the death's doorstep.
Yeah.
I've had that card kill me before.
Well, it's gone now, so.
I had it with Tommy or something. Couldn't get out of it.
And you still have all your actions left.
I do, yeah. And so what I'm gonna do, everything's haunted, right? Every location is.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not digging that option very much. Let's go ahead and draw a card for my first. Now back to my first official action. Okay, so I pulled a Lupara. So that's good. And then I'm going to move down and I'm going to scout out the other unvisited. Although actually, let me think about this. That the circle action on the Decayed Willow is right up my alley because that's my two strong suits. So I'm at 8 to 9 right off the bat with that.
Mm-hmm.
I would need a little help with it.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go scout the other location. I'm going to go head down to the other unvisited isle and see if maybe it's got a lower shroud.
Okay.
So let's head down here. See what that is.
It is the Forsaken Woods 2-shroud location with 2 clues per investigator for a total of 4. Mm-hmm. And it has the circle test of willpower plus combat 11 to clear a path through the woods. If you succeed, you may light or unlight the brazier. Mm-hmm. Haunted abilities, you must either search the encounter deck and discard pile for a whippoorwill and spawn it at this location, or the nearest whippoorwill attacks you.
Well, that's not terrible.
Yeah, we know where all the whippoorwills are. That's for sure.
We've got 2 of them. There's 3. Are there 3 in the encounter set, or are there only 2?
I believe there are 3.
There's 3.
Yeah,
I think there's 3. Yeah. So we do have one more on the deck. So we got 4 clues on there, and I'm at 3 to 2. I have 1 action remaining. I forgot to pay for that action. I'm just going to draw another card. I'm going to see if I can get some options going. Actually, no, I'm going to take a resource. So I can get up to 3, which will give me the ability to play a couple extra cards. All right. And then at long last, my turn is over.
All right, F12.
Mm-hmm.
And,
okay.
I drew an unexpected courage.
Oh, that's great.
And I believe you drew another Leo DeLuca.
I did. Yeah, I did. So interestingly, I think we've got what it takes to do the circle test over at the Decayed Willow. If I come over there and you commit your unexpected courage,
mm-hmm.
and I've got a card to commit, my second Leo I don't need.
Yeah.
We're getting pretty close to being able to take that circle test out.
All right. Okay. Well, let's go and see what the Mythos phase has. This Whispers in the Dark is gone. The Mythos phase has not been kind to us, unfortunately.
Well, the whole we're not getting clues from anything is probably a problem.
Yeah, that's also a problem. We need to. I'll get Lola down here, and then we can start grabbing some clues.
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
F12.
Oh, sorry.
All right, so we're at 3 of 8 Doom, and my encounter card is going to be a Fate of All Fools, so that just will sit here in my threat area and do nothing. And yours is the Nether Mist.
That's aloof.
So it is aloof, so it's just going to hang out here at the...
It's the location with the most clues.
So
that's the prey, right? Okay.
Yeah.
I can decide if I want to put a bounty on that thing or not. The victory certainly is not as big of a deal when you're playing standalone.
No.
I think I'll leave it alone.
Okay.
I'm not going to put a bounty on it.
All right. So no surge this time. Whoops. There we go. No surge to worry about this time, which is nice. All right. We need to start getting some clues. I can drop Lola for 3.
Yeah, so you planning on then just staying put, just doing stuff there?
I think so, yeah. And then I can we'll get these clues here.
With the
I'm probably going to just use a souped up intel report to grab 2 clues.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
And then, man, the shroud value is so damn high.
You're at 5 of 8 now too. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. All right, so we'll play a souped up intel report for 4.
Yeah, I've got those in my deck too because they go really nicely under the crystallizer.
Yeah, they sure do. So we'll grab 2 clues here. Now I can use Lola to grab 1 more. So that was 2 actions. She's a free action. So we grabbed 3 of those clues, and I have 1 action remaining. I think I'll just take a resource so I can use, I'll be able to use Lola next turn to clear this location.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right, that's it for me.
Okay, so I'm going to definitely want to come over there and deal with that circle action. And since we now have the Nether Mist hanging out over here, and he would hit me for 3 and 3 if he hit me, I think I'm not going to risk an investigate over here.
Mm-hmm.
Despite as much as I would love to take 3 damage and 3 pass on that opportunity.
Yeah, you're fully loaded there,
So I think I'm going to go ahead and slide over to your location.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go ahead and do the circle test there. Now let's see. I'm going to be at 8 to 9 on the circle test.
Okay.
I can commit. I can easily commit 1 more resource, and you can do 2 more. That takes us up to 11 to 9.
Yep.
Wondering. I really don't want to ditch that card though. No, you know what I'm going to do? Hold on. Before I take my second action, I'm not going to do the circle test. So I will do it for the 3rd action.
All
But
right.
before I do that, I'm going to play Contraband level 2.
Okay.
So that will use all my resources here. What's the remove resource? Shift F1. Okay. And then Contraband is going to go underneath the crystallizer.
Mm-hmm.
And that I can use. That actually matches, I think, both of the things for this test. No, just one. Just one.
Just the one, yeah.
Okay. But that's still fine, though.
Okay.
And then I will use the first ability on Contraband to put 2 ammo on the Derringer and draw a card. And I drew another crystallizer. Okay. So then for my 3rd action, I'll do the circle test.
Okay. I'll commit my unexpected courage.
All right. And I'll commit the Contraband from underneath the crystallizer. And I will also commit the other Leo DeLuca in my hand. So we're up 5, so we're at 13 to 9.
Okay.
Not numbers you say very often on tests.
No, for sure. Double digits is rare indeed.
But the skulls make you draw twice, so that's why I wanted to go up a little.
Yeah.
So So here we go.
-1.
-1. Sweet. We have unlit that brazier.
All right. Making progress bit by bit here.
I have 1 action remaining. Let's see. I got my ammo loaded up on that. I'm going to take a resource. Okay, that's it.
All right. So we have 12.
One more time.
All right.
I got it prepared for the worst. It's nice.
And I picked up another hot streak. Sweet.
Oh, nice.
That will come in handy.
Did you have 2 of the level 4s, or do you have a level 2 in there?
2 level 4s. Yeah.
Sweet.
So we'll be able to go up to 11 resources next turn. I think that's all she wrote for turn number 4. So we go to turn number 5, and we will draw some encounter cards. My encounter card is going to be another Fate of All Fools. This is the first time this has ever happened that I've had to make a decision about this.
Oh, you're kidding me. The first time ever?
Yep. Well, when you play solo,
yeah,
it doesn't
sure.
happen that often. So if there are no other copies of Fate of All Fools,
when you play solo, you're the only fool around.
An investigator with another copy of Fate of All Fools in his or her threat area takes 2 damage, or place 1 doom on another copy of Fate of All Fools.
Okay, well, the 2 direct damage isn't bad.
So I'm going to just take the damage. And
oh, sorry, that's peril. I should shut up.
That is peril. So you are officially cheating.
I just cheated.
Yeah.
Asterisk.
There we go. So that was my card, and your card is going to be an Ancient Evils. So that one's an easy...
nothing I can do about that.
An easy one. All right. And we go on to the investigation phase again. So
Interesting.
I am going to grab this last... Oh, and this guy came over to us.
Oh, yeah, during the enemy phase last time.
He would have hunted. So
yeah, it was good, because now you're not going to investigate, so we don't have to worry about him.
No, I am not going to investigate. So I'm going to spend 3 resources to play Hot Streak 4 to gain 10. That'll be my first action. Second, I'll use the free triggered ability on Lola to grab...
I like how Jenny can just play poker anywhere. She's just like out on an island in the middle of a river.
Yeah.
She's just like, deal them up. Let's do it.
That's right. There's only this really terrible looking tree beside us. Never mind that. That's fine.
Who's paying out the money here?
So that was a free triggered ability. So I have 2 actions left. Where do I want to go?
Well, we need to spend 6 to advance, and we are at 4 right now.
4.
Okay.
So I can grab these clues pretty easily enough as well. So I'm going to use my last action for my Scroll of Prophecies.
Okay.
To draw 3 cards. Perception, a lockpicks, and another Lola. We'll pitch the manual dexterity so I can get lockpicks down, and now we can really start to, with a 5 agility.
Yeah, because you're at what, 9 for
9.
lockpicks?
Yeah, I'm at 9.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
That's pretty good. All right.
Nothing like all the locks to pick out in the middle of the woods. We don't talk about that. We don't talk about the theme.
So you're up.
All right. Let's see. I've got 4 actions coming here. Let's see. 4 actions. All right. Well, there's no bad guys for me to really mess with right now. So I think I might go ahead and just do a little bit of a setup turn here. Yeah, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and spend my first action and play Prepared for the Worst. And let's see, remove. So I'll play Prepared for the Worst for 1, and that will leave me with 1 resource. And I'm going to search the top 9 for a weapon. So let's see. I'm going to look at top X cards. Okay, yeah. Tony's Colt was actually the next card.
Awesome.
So that's what I'm going to go for. I'm going to grab one of Tony's long Colts. Okay, and then shuffle. That Prepared for the Worst goes under my crystallizer. And then I'm going to, let's see. I'm going to go ahead and slide over with you to the other unvisited island. And then I'm going to go ahead and investigate here. If I get a whippoorwill, so be it.
All right.
And I'm going to be testing this at 3-2, but I will go ahead and commit that Prepared for the Worst to go 4-2. -1.
All right. Awesome.
So I'll grab a clue. And that leaves me with 1 action remaining. And since I have 1 resource, I've got a couple things that cost 3. I'm just going to take a resource for my last action.
All right. I just want to take a moment to welcome everybody to tonight's stream. I am joined tonight by patron of the channel and host of the I've Got a Plan podcast, Tim Fiscus. We are tackling Union and Disillusion, the 4th scenario in the Circle Undone cycle, and we've got Jenny and Tony taking it to them.
Welcome. Thanks everybody for coming. I'm excited to watch the actual stream sometime and see who is showing up.
That's right. Is this the first time that you've streamed a game?
It is absolutely the first time I've ever streamed a game.
All right. Yeah, you usually spend time in the editing suite, so.
I do indeed, yes.
All right. Well, we're going to the upkeep phase here, so.
F12 it.
We've got to move that enemy over. That's easy enough to do. So he will come over to us. Hey, look at you! You got Tony's other weapon. I did
get the what we call Tony's trap. The 2 long Colts.
Yeah, and I got a guts. And I need another resource. And I think we're good to go to turn 6.
The thing that's nice about Tony's long Colt is that it's got nice icons, and so you can really boost a circle test for that.
Yeah.
In fact, that later on in the scenario, there's a circle test that requires all of the tests, all of the skills together. So that's a +3. Each one of those is a +3. So
nice.
I will try to not play them unless I have to.
All right. F12.
Oh yes.
So we're at 6 of 8 doom on the lovers because we got an Ancient Evils last turn. My encounter card is going to be the Shadow Hound. So he will engage me. He doesn't surge or anything like that, but he's got 2 fight, 3 health, and 1 evade. Monster Spectral Prey, lowest agility. He's got Hunter and Retaliate. And he has the forced effect. After the Shadow Hound attacks, you resolve each haunted ability on your location.
So I will go ahead and put.
And your encounter card is going to be Terror in the Night.
So I'm going to put a bounty on that Shadow Hound. Sorry, I didn't mean.
Okay, no, that's
trying to decide how many I wanted to put on. I can put up to 3 on him, but I think I'm hitting him pretty well. Let me just put 1 on him. That's fine.
Okay.
And I got a Terror in the Night, huh?
Yeah. So you're going 2 versus 4.
Yeah, I have some Tennessee sour mash in here, but I haven't drawn.
Yeah, I have a guts, but I don't think it's going to help you.
That put me at 4. It might help me not draw another card.
Yeah.
It's not going to help me keep it off the track. The problem right now is that if we get all 3 Terra in the Knights, it kills me.
Oh, that's very bad.
Oh, I have Leo. I could suck up a little bit with Leo. So.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's throw the guts to it, and we'll see if we can't. Do you have any?
Nah, save your guts. Save your guts. Let's do it for the 3rd one.
All right. Yeah, that's a good idea. All right. Let's see how we do.
-1.
-1. But
so
you still fail by 3.
I fail by 3. Yep, I sure do.
So that will surge into a Fate of All Fools.
Well, let's see here. We're not at the witching hour yet, are we?
No,
we're not yet. Oh boy. I don't know that I want to give you another 2 direct damage, but you've got 8 health and you've got a Lola for soak. That's the last of the Fate of All Fools. Yeah, I don't want to give up a turn. I'll give you 2 direct damage.
Okay.
That's better than a whole turn.
Payback for me giving you the death approaches.
I haven't. Death is still approaching. It hasn't hit me yet.
That's true. All right. Well, it is our turn. Do you want to go first and deal with this hound?
Yes, that would be great. That would be fine. Get it off of you. Trying to think if it's worth. The reason I'm waffling here is I have a Flexes in hand, which lets me take an action during your turn.
Mm-hmm.
The upside to playing that, of course, is that it has 2 agility icons, which you can use to. I can then put under the crystallizer and use to evade something later. But right now we don't really have any call for evasion, and none of our circle tests call for agility. So I think it's not really well spent right now.
Yeah, unless you want me to evade it.
No, that's cool. I'll go ahead and go. I'm just going to go first. I'll use the free action from Tony's bounty to engage the Shadowhound because I don't want to shoot you in case I miss. And then I will go ahead and I'm going to, let's see, 5 to 2. I'm just gonna punch him in the face. I'm just gonna punch the hound in the face.
Okay.
So 5 to 2. See if I can get that odd damage on him that way. Skull will do it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's at 1 damage on the hound. And then I will go ahead and drop a 41 Derringer on him. And that will put me at 7 to 2 on that shot. And I will not add anything to that.
Okay.
Ah, sweet. I get an extra action back.
And the hound is dead.
Mm-hmm.
And
so
it's your bounty back.
Oh, I forgot to keep track of actions this time.
I've engaged him and punched him and shot him.
So the engage was free, the punch and the shoot were not. But I still have 2 actions remaining because I gained an action back from the Derringer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then I get my resource from that, from the bounty coming back to me. Okay. Everything's coming up roses. I'm trying to decide if I want... You kind of got the clue situation handled here.
Yeah, I should be able to grab most of these here, I think.
And then advance us, maybe? We'll see. Maybe next turn.
4, 5. We'll be at 6.
It will be at 6. With my actions all spent, it's a little bit risky to advance. But there are still...
Well, we can advance next turn.
Yeah, but the thing I was thinking is that there's still 2 more Ancient Evils in there, and next turn might be all of a sudden we're flipping that agenda.
Mm-hmm.
But that said, it is what it is. I'll tell you what I'll do. What's the okay? The fail on this is the whippoorwills thing.
And the Mist Hunter, the Nether Mist.
Oh, yeah, right. Which would like smack me hard.
Yeah, it's going to hit you for 3 and 3.
Yeah, so that won't be happening. I'm going to go ahead and spend an action card.
Okay.
Now let's go ahead and remove an action and let's draw a card. Now, okay, I got a narrow escape. That's nice. And I'm hesitant to draw a card with only one action remaining. Crystal.
Mm-hmm.
I've got 4. I've got a couple of those pay to play, the Intel Report and the elusive one, Decoy. I've got a couple of those in my deck. I'm going to take a couple resources.
Okay.
So I'm just going to take 2 resources.
All right. I'm going to use my first action to play my lockpicks. I am going to use... I will use Lola's free triggered ability to grab a clue. I will use my second action to use the lockpicks to go
9 to 2.
9 to 2. Chaos Bag says -2, so that is a success.
And no charge off the lockpicks.
No charge off the lockpicks, so that grabs me another clue. And
yeah, with lockpicks and the scroll, you have to be careful with your.
Well, the scroll is pretty much empty at this point, so it's going to get. I think what I'll do is I might. I've got searching for Izzy, but nobody cares. That doesn't matter in this scenario. So I think I'm going to use my last action to draw my final batch with the.
It's kind of like Tony's Quarry. I think Tony has one of the easiest signature weaknesses in the whole game.
So I drew the 13th sign.
Oh, okay.
Or 13th vision. So I fail. Investigators at your location fail ties during skill tests, and I have to discard a card, which will probably be a backstab. I drew a flashlight and Ginny's twin 45s. So we are set to grab the last clue, and we can advance next turn. So
okay, cool.
We'll F12 our way to the upkeep, since the Nether Mist isn't going anywhere.
Sweet. I got an intel report.
I drew another perception, so I have to discard something, which will be the Moonstone, my other Moonstone, since it has no...
no icons on it.
No icons. Too bad I didn't have the... what's the accessory, so I could have 2.
Oh, the Relic Hunter.
Relic Hunter, yeah. 2 Moonstones.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, you really could, couldn't you? Yeah, they're not unique.
How much
very
experience
nice.
is that's 3 experience, isn't it? Yeah, that would have put me over. So
I'm eyeballing Moonstone for my Jim Culver deck too.
All right, I need to gain 1 more resource, and we're good to go.
All right. So we'll want to advance this turn if we make it that far.
Yeah. All right. My draw is going to be a Realm of Torment.
Ugh.
Which is going to trigger the Nether Mist attacking me, and the Whippoorwills coming out. That is awful.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
So we're going to get Whippoorwills.
Well, actually, if we advance first, we might get out of that situation.
There's a player window at the end of the Mythos phase.
Well, I mean, you don't have to deal with the haunted ability until your turn begins.
Yeah.
So we can let me go first.
Right. That is true. All right. Your card is going to be an Obscuring Fog. That's fine.
Super.
You can just sit there. And that's it.
Okay. So if I go first, we can potentially get out of the trouble from this nether mist.
Okay.
Because I know what's coming next.
You do.
But we were going to advance anyway, so let's do it.
So we're advancing?
I think that's the right thing to do.
All right. So we are advancing to Act 1B.
Did you have all 6 clues, or do I need to spend one?
No, I had all 6.
Okay.
So we advance to The Mist Returns. Each investigator must randomly choose one of the set-aside unvisited isle locations, put it into play in front of him or her, and immediately move to that location. Cannot be cancelled. All right, so my location is going to be...
So we're splitting up. See you later.
Oh, we're splitting up. Nice. All right, so he goes here. This is my location over here, which is going to be the Haunted Spring. It's a 2-shroud location with 4 clues. Circle test is... wow.
That circle test is great for you.
That's amazing for me. Yeah, test intellect plus agility 9 to reach the brazier in the center of the spring. If you succeed, you may light or unlight it. So...
And then we got
And the haunted ability is you must either discard an asset you control or take 1 damage. Well, the Scroll of Prophecies is completely empty now, so that can go.
That's great.
And your location is going to be the Standing Stones, 3-shroud location with 2 clues per investigator. Circle test is willpower plus intellect 10 to examine the brazier in front of the Standing Stones. If you succeed, you may light or unlight. And the haunted ability is until the end of the round, increase the difficulty of each skill test during a circle action by 2.
Yeah, that is not a location I'm particularly good at.
So if the investigator sided with the coven, the brazier at each of those locations is already lit. Place a resource token. Yeah, we've done that. Shuffle each of the story cards beneath the scenario reference card and deal 1 at random to each investigator until all of them have been dealt. In player order, each resolves the dealt story card. So these are the goons, right?
These are the people that were disappeared in the second one, the second scenario, at Death's Doorstep. The prologue. The 4 people that disappeared in the prologue.
Okay, so we each get one of these.
Yeah, I wasn't sure how this is handled in standalone. I think it's that they're... I don't know. I'm not sure how it's handled in standalone. It'll probably just say.
Okay, well, what we'll do is we'll shuffle them up. So this one's mine. And this one is yours.
Okay.
I get Gabriella. So she is mean.
Okay.
And you get Jerome.
So now, does it say on the back what happens here? So
we take control if Gabriella was claimed by specters. Otherwise, let's see. Check the mist. Disappeared into the mist. You are on her trail.
So I think that didn't the setup information for the standalone say we are, like, all 4 of them are crossed off or something like that?
Yeah, all 4 are crossed off.
So, and does it say what happened to them?
It says all 4 profiles are crossed off in your campaign log. It does not say what happened to them.
Okay, so I think we would resolve the otherwise on the back of this.
So no other sign of her is seen?
Yeah. And then I think that's it.
Okay.
Because the only way that it becomes an enemy is if they were claimed by specters.
Right. Okay.
And we don't we haven't been told that they were claimed by specters. I think I didn't go read the.
No, it didn't say anything about them being claimed by specters. So yeah, I guess they just whiff.
So they're just dead.
Oh, too bad.
Sad story. Somebody in the comments can correct us on that one, I'm sure.
Yeah. Well, the standalone rules are usually pretty specific about things like that.
Yeah.
And
so campaigny stuff doesn't tend to enter into them.
So they just go away.
Awesome.
And that. Yeah. Shadow Warrior 92. That's it. Yeah, I think that's what it means. It just nothing happens.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think so.
All right. So Act 2A, the trap is Fated Fools. Each investigator cannot leave the location in front of him or her, and we need 2 clues per investigator. So we need 4 clues to advance.
Okay, that's doable quickly.
Yep. All right. And
that was the start of the investigation phase.
Yeah, that's still your turn.
Okay, great. And there aren't any bad guys in front of me. What are you going to have to deal with for the haunted? Oh, you can just ditch the scroll of prophecies. Okay.
Yeah, I can just ditch the scroll. That's easy enough.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so what I'm going to do is... So we need to figure out how we're going to handle these circle tests. That's what we need to figure out.
Okay.
The one that's over here on mine, which is a willpower and intellect 10, is just I'm 5 short of that. So that is just not reasonable for me to try to do.
So I would be at 8.
Okay, so we're getting closer there.
Yeah. So I assume that once we advance, we'll be joining up again, right?
Yeah. Once this act card goes away, that says we cannot leave the location. It's like the witch one, the first episode, the first scenario.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
Where you're out in the woods with the witches. As soon as this one goes away, then we're able to join up again.
Mm-hmm.
So we just need to get 4 clues and get this thing moving.
Okay.
So I have an intel report, so I can go ahead and grab 2 from my location without a test. So that's good.
Okay.
And then you can get 1 with Lola, if nothing else. Although you could probably just investigate it with the lockpicks.
Yeah. 9 versus 2 is pretty good.
Save the money on that. Yeah. Okay. Well, then why don't I go ahead and go first?
Yeah, you're still going first.
Oh, I have to. That's right, because of we chose to do that first. Yeah. Okay, well then let's go ahead. I'll just go ahead and play intel report, and I'll pay 4 for that.
Okay.
So shift 1. Okay, and that takes me down to 3 resources. And intel report goes under my crystallizer, which those are really good for those because they have double icons.
Yep. And
then I grab 2 clues off of my location. And that puts us at 3 clues as a team right now. So we're only one clue short of that. I don't think we're going to do any circle tests. Well, you actually might do it this turn.
So I can do... I'm at 9 versus 9. So, yeah, it's possible.
You know what? If I can get 1 more... I've still got 3 actions remaining. If I can get 1 more clue, yeah, that's the right thing to do. If I can get 1 more clue, then we can advance it, and then I can join you, and I can contribute to your test.
Okay.
So let's do that. I will go ahead. I was holding on to the long Colts, but I'm going to go ahead and spend 1 of them for an investigation. So it's going to be 3, 5... 6, 7. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to investigate for my third action or second action, and I'm going to commit the intel report underneath with the crystallizer to go 5 to 3, and then I'm going to commit 1 of Tony's long Colts to go 7 to 3. It's a bit of an overkill potentially, but that will let us escape the isolation during my turn.
Mm-hmm.
So 7-3.
All right,
Minus
minus
one.
one. Nice.
Sweet. Could have saved the Colt. Oh well. And then that will grab the third clue off of that location. I have 2 actions remaining. And let's advance.
All right, so we advance.
I'll spend my clues.
So we will flip this over. All right, Act 2B is From the Depths. Spawn the Spectral Watcher at the Miskatonic River. Where the hell is that guy? Oh, he's probably this.
Spectral Watcher was in the At Death's Doorsteps set.
Nope. I think it's this one. Yeah, I just need to find him. So where is he? There he is there. Oh, we probably didn't shuffle the right cards into the deck, did we? Or did we do that later? I may.
Oh, we do it now, actually.
Okay, so he goes to the Miskatonic River. What else happens? Shuffle each set aside Watcher's Grasp and Watcher's Gaze into the encounter deck, along with the encounter discard pile.
Well, that's good. That'll keep our Terror of the Knights from hitting us easily.
I feel like.
And then Watcher's Gaze is a special one from this. That's up on the top, next to Joseph Miger.
Right. So that one goes in there as well.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I just need to check something here quickly because I feel like I screwed up at the beginning and didn't shuffle something in the deck.
Oh, yeah?
When do we shuffle in the... Or did we the...
Oh, the Silver Twilight Lodge?
Yeah.
I don't remember. I don't remember if that's coming up soon or if that's something that happens at the beginning of the setup.
Yeah, I can't remember.
I can go grab
just
my
says
book.
set that. No, I'm just looking at the book here. It just says set them aside, so we haven't shuffled them in yet.
It's coming. It's coming.
Okay. Whew. Thought I'd made a huge mistake there. Okay, so we return the location in front of each investigator to the center of the play area. Investigators are. Hi, David McAndrew. Welcome to the stream. Glad you could make it. Tim Fiscus and I are playing Union and Disillusion with Jenny and Tony.
Yeah.
Return the location in front of each investigator to the center of the play area so we're not prevented from leaving. Put the set-aside Geist Trap location into play. If we sided with the Coven, the brazier at the Geist Trap is already lit. So this is on the table now.
But we can't actually go into it yet.
So we need to get rid of all the braziers. Is that the?
We need to unlight all 4 braziers, and then we can enter the Geist Trap. That's the gist.
All right. And that's, I believe, everything. We spawned that. We shuffled that. We returned that. We spawned that. So we were in Act 3A, Beyond the Mist, because we version 4, because we sided with the Coven. During a circle action, spend 1 clue. Reduce the difficulty of this skill test by 2 as a free triggered ability. If each unvisited isle location in play is revealed and the brazier on each of them is unlit, we advance.
Right. So there's 4. There's 3 left.
All right.
The one in the woods that we got doesn't matter. I mean, it opened up the unvisited isles, but it doesn't count as one of the ones.
Oh, so is it just so we need to get this one at the Forsaken Woods?
Yes. The Forsaken Woods and then the Standing Stones.
And Haunted Spring.
Yep.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah.
I've already made it farther than I did last time, but that wasn't going to be hard.
You got off the boat.
Yeah. The circle tests are a lot more reasonable when you can spend clues to reduce the difficulty.
Yeah, too bad that's not at the beginning of the scenario.
Yeah.
Yeah, this scenario is not particularly well balanced for solo play. I find it very fun at 2 and 3, but for solo, those circle tests are just brutal because they don't scale.
No, they don't.
You have to do willpower plus fight 11, and if you're somebody with low skills in those, I mean, you're trying to figure out how you're gonna do it. It's doable because you can crank up the or reduce the difficulty using the clues, but still.
Yeah. All right. So you said you were coming over my way?
Yes. So there's one clue left here. If this were a campaign game, I would try to get it for the victory point, but I don't care. So I'm going to come over to you.
Well, we could use the clues for the. What am I at?
Well, I just don't have a very good shot at it.
It's okay. I can grab a bunch of clues at this location here, the Haunted Spring, and then
you're going to be our circle tester now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just need to cover you while you do that. So I'm going to move in and take for my third or my last action. Never draw last action when there's an enemy weakness in your deck. That's probably an unfair generalization, but I'm going to live by it.
Okay.
I'm just going to take a resource.
All right. So I can grab... So I have the Realm of Torment first goes off. So
right,
I have
no
to
big deal here.
Discard an asset you control or take a damage. The Scroll of Prophecies is empty, so that can go away.
Oh, I can clear your 13th vision. I got to remember that if I've got extra actions.
Yes, you can. I can grab... It's only 2 resources to get one with Lola, so let's do that. It is lock picks.
9 to 2.
9 to 2. I think we can do it. -2.
There you go.
We do not break any picks. So that's the first action. Second action, we want to do the brazier, so we can go... we are at 9 versus 9. Now, I have a perception I can commit to go 10 versus 11 versus 9.
Mm-hmm. And you could spend a clue and take it to 11 versus 7.
Yes, I could. So we go 11 versus 7. That's -4.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
That takes pretty much everything out of the bag except the skull, if we get it
like skull plus something. Yeah,
skull plus something. So we'll see. Chaos Bag gives us a -3, so we do succeed.
And you get a card.
And I get a card. So this brazier is gone. That is gone. I draw a card. I get an easy mark. And so I have 1 action remaining.
Every time I draw that card, every time I draw easy mark, I'm always like, oh, hi, Mark.
David, we're just playing on standard difficulty, so it's we're not hardcore. Man. It's hard enough as it is.
I've been playing this game for years, and I've played a couple games on hard, and I've played a couple games on expert, and I just don't have as much fun. It's okay. It's interesting.
So I could go 4 versus 2 here to grab another clue. Yeah, the 13th vision is a pain.
Because, you got the ties thing.
Unfortunately, I have... if I could go 4 versus 2, I could go 6 versus 2 with my other perception. I'm going to actually commit Lola instead.
You have a second Lola.
Yeah, I've got a second Lola. So we'll go 6 versus 2. Chaos Bag gives us a cultist. That's a -3. If you have no damage on you, take a damage. If you have no horror, take a horror. That's fine. I took a ton of that already. Yeah. So we grab a clue there.
Great. Cool.
And that's going to be my turn.
So I am also out of actions, although I seem to have forgotten to remove the last one. Okay.
So we'll F12 to the upkeep. We need to move that Nether Mist down. But
and the Spectre Watcher also moves.
Oh, right. I forgot about him. He's coming too, isn't he?
He is. And so the Forbidding Shore is connected to every. So he's coming next turn.
Right. So he only attacks one of us. Well, he's not massive. That's good. All right. Anybody else moving around? Nope.
Yeah, and I think I opted against putting bounties on him just because he's a little easier to evade. So you've got a pretty good chance of evading him too. So
yeah. F12.
Since he regenerates his health anyway, it always feels a little.
Yeah.
It feels a little silly to just pour a bunch of damage into him.
Yeah. So I drew another flashlight. You got a quick thinking.
Quick thinking, yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll grab another resource. Oh, I need to test for Realm of Torment. I'm going 4 versus. I've got a guts to deal with that.
Oh, good.
So I'm going to go 6 versus 3.
Packing all the basic skills.
Chaos Bag gives me an Elder Sign, so I am
47 versus
12
3.
versus 3. So so that's pretty good. Get rid of that. All right, so we move on to the next Mythos phase.
F12.
So we are on turn 8 here. Tim Fiscus and I playing Union and Disillusion.
Mm-hmm.
My first, hopefully only encounter card is going to be Eager for Death. Test 2 willpower, increases skills difficulty by 1 for each damage on you. So it's a 4 versus. Oh, geez. It's a 6 versus 4. I don't have anything that can help me with that. So I'm going to probably take 2 horror.
Yeah.
So
you got Lola. Lola can soak one of them.
We need Elder Signs here. Chaos Bag. No, Skull. Okay. So that's a fail. So that is going to be 2 horror.
2 horror.
So Lola will take 1 and I will take 1.
Side note, I would be remiss not to say that Eager for Death is my favorite. I love the art on that card.
And your encounter card is going to be a Whippoorwills.
Okay. I'll put a bounty on it.
And that is all. So we need to do a circle test over here at the Standing Stones. I am going 8 versus 10, and I've got a perception.
And you've got clues to spend, yes?
And I've got clues to spend. So I can go... I could grab this clue with Lola. Move.
You know what? Before you do that, though, I might want to take my... I've got some extra actions here. I've got 4 actions, plus I've got the 5th one from the Whippoorwill fight that I'm going to get. I'm thinking I might want to clear your 13th vision before you go. Because I've got actions to spare, and you don't want to have ties be a problem on these circle tests.
No.
So I'm thinking I'm going to want to do that. And I think you're right. I think then you book it and go try to do some circle.
Yeah. I think I can get this one at the.
We didn't advance the agenda.
Oh, yeah. We need to do that, don't we? All right. We are on Agenda 1B, Stolen Souls. Shuffle the encounter discard pile into the encounter deck. I think we did that last
We
turn.
did, yeah.
So yeah, that didn't make any difference. Check the missing persons section. If at least one, that doesn't matter.
So that's it. So that's nothing.
Wow. Okay. Well, that was anticlimactic.
That is not nothing when you play the.
So Crossroads of Fate, Agenda 2A has 10, Doom Threshold of 10. There's only 2 agendas in this, so we've got 10 turns.
We've got 10 turns.
Win this sucker.
And with some Ancient Evils in there, too. So.
Yeah. All
This
right.
scenario is trying to kill you the old-fashioned way by horror and damage.
Mm-hmm. So you were going to get rid of 13th Vision.
Yeah, I'll do that first. So I'll go ahead and spend my first 2 actions to get rid of that.
Okay.
And then I will spend my free action to pull the whippoorwills. I will engage whippoorwills.
Okay.
And then I will spend my 4th action of the turn. I'm trying to decide if I want to. I have the quick thinking, and I'm trying to decide if I want to get actions this turn. I don't really have anything to do with them, though. I think this is not the turn for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm just debating a little bit here. I also have to concern ourselves with the Spectral Watcher, although we have a little bit of soak. I don't want him to hit me because I'll take 3 and 3.
Yeah.
And that puts me perilously close to being dead. Okay, yeah, so I will not commit anything. I'm just going to go ahead and try to punch the whippoorwills at, let's see, don't want to go 4 to 2 and save the ammo. They don't retaliate. I'll try it. So I'll just 4 to 2.
Okay. Oh,
okay.
Well, that's only the second one of those we've seen. So,
and if you're going to have a test for that, that's the one. So, and I do not want to die. I don't want to take 3 damage from a whippoorwill, 3 horror from a whippoorwill. So let's go ahead and shoot him with a Derringer.
Okay.
So I will remove a Derringer ammo, and we're going to shoot 6 to 2 on this one. Plus one.
Yeah, nice.
So I'll get an extra action from the Derringer. And I'll grab a resource. They'll get my bounty back. Well, I don't get the bounty back, but I get the resource. And that leaves me with 1 action remaining. I think you're going to plan on going.
Yeah, I think my plan is to hit up this Standing Stones and then the Forsaken Woods.
Okay.
Although the Forsaken Woods is definitely not my best test. That one's, well, it's not even good for you. It's not really good for either of us.
Well,
to be honest.
I'm at 7.
I'm at 7 as well.
Okay.
So we'd need to save our clues for that one.
That's exactly right. Yep. So I think, and there's actually still a clue on it. So you could grab that and have that available also.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move over to the Standing Stone so that I can a bunch of agility icons in my hand that I can help you evade the Watcher.
Okay.
Or I can evade it myself. Though that's not my forte. So I'll go ahead and move over to the Standing Stones.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my lock picks to grab this clue here. So we're going to go 9 versus 2, and I'm going to play quick thinking on that.
Oh, good call. Yeah, definitely get your extra action. Well, almost definitely. Oh, I said the word definitely.
I know.
Are you
trying to curse me?
That's a terrible.
Oh yeah, it's guaranteed. Don't worry about it. No problem.
Oh, I said the word definitely.
That's too bad. So I grab this clue and I get an extra action, which I will use immediately to move over to the Standing Stones. I will use. I could use low.
You've got 2 left.
I have 3. Yeah. 3.
Lockpicks was 1.
2. Yeah, so I've got 2 left.
Okay.
All right, so I could do the circle test here. That would be 8 versus 10. I don't really want to spend a ton of... I think what I'll do is I'm going to grab... I'll grab this clue with Lola.
Okay.
So it's 8 versus 10. I can go 10 versus 10.
I can commit 1.
And I can spend 2 clues. You think?
Well, let's see. If we go 11 versus 10, we could make it... If you spend 1 clue, we could go 11, 8.
That'd be 3.
That puts us at 4 tokens in the bag that could screw us.
I've got actually... I can commit 1 more. So I can commit my perception and my flashlight.
Okay. And then we'd be at 12 versus 8?
Yeah, that feels better.
Agreed. So I'll commit a crystallizer.
And I'll spend a clue. So we go 12 versus 8. Chaos bag says, oh, for...
Oh! Son of a... That's Arkham horror for you right there. Well, okay.
I am filled with rage.
filled with seething anger.
Well, that should have been a
done deal.
1 token in the bag. All right. Well, how important is investigating in the rest of this scenario?
That's a good question. I think that in that Geist Trap location, I think that you're just simply using clues for reducing circle tests for the rest of the game. I don't think you're doing any more clearing of locations. So they're all...
John, you were waiting for the tentacle moment. Well, there it is.
Here it is.
I hope you enjoyed it. It was a good one.
Raise your glass.
Well, I'm going to do it again. I'm going to commit my intel report and my other flashlight, and I'll spend a clue. So we're going to go 8, 10 versus 8, 11 versus 8.
I can throw in another icon. You want me to do another 12 to 8?
Yeah, if you've got an icon, you might as well.
I'll throw a quick thinking in.
Okay.
If I get an extra action, I get 1.
Chaos bag, 0. All right.
Okay, well, I get an action, so.
Yeah.
Which I have to take immediately. Let's see. I guess I'll just slide up to the unvisited isle, Forsaken Woods, with that extra action.
Yeah, I guess you could. I mean, you could have played Swift Reflexes too during my turn to take another action.
Well, the problem was I didn't need another action.
Yeah,
like I've been waiting for a time when for an extra shot on something or that kind of a. And I didn't really need it. And the problem is the agility icons that I have from Swift Reflexes that I want to put underneath the crystallizer to be able to commit those. We haven't needed them.
Yeah.
So we will. We'll need them in the final location. So.
All right. So that's it. So we'll go to the enemy phase.
Yeah, because you took the last 2 actions to circle test for both of them. That's right. Yeah. So if you don't mind taking the Watcher.
Yeah, I'll take the Watcher. So F12.
Oh, sorry.
So he comes to me, hits me for a damage and a horror. I'm going to put the damage on her, and I will... Oh, if I take the horror, I'm... right on the cusp.
What do you have, 5 out of 7?
Yeah, but I suspect that if I hit an Eager for Death, that will kill me anyway. more than likely.
You still have. That's true.
Eager for death will kill me. I'd rather keep Lola for one more.
I could take the Spectral Watcher, because I still have Leo's health and sanity, and
Yeah,
I'm undamaged. I'll take the when he hits me, I'll take 3 and 3, but then at least I'll be done with that stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll take him. So you can give back your health and sanity.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll put a damage and a horror on Leo, and then I'll put 2 on myself.
Okay. All right. F12 to upkeep.
Yeah, 1 second.
Draw another quick thinking.
And I got Tony's Quarry.
You get your weakness.
Well, it's nothing.
So he spawns up at the Miskatonic River.
Oops, I added the wrong thing. Hang on a second. Add horror, not doom. Okay, yeah, he spawns up at the Miskatonic River, and we get a doom on him. And so we're just 1 less on the clock.
Oh yeah, yeah. We've got 10. So see how long we take here. All right.
I don't think we'll live 10 turns. So
yeah, 10 turns seems pretty optimistic.
I mean, our health and sanity is not 10 turns.
No. So let's go to the next turn. Turn 9.
Oh, I hit that twice.
Okay, no, it should be okay. It'll just say that you're at at the investigation phase.
Good.
So turn 9 in our attempt to beat Union and Disillusion. My card is a Crypt Chill. Test 4 and discard an asset I control. Oh, that sucks.
It does suck.
So I'm going 4 versus 4.
I can't help you there.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's I don't have anything that I can commit to it, so let's just hope we draw an Elder Sign. We get a -2, so I've got to get rid of a thing.
I think the lockpicks is what goes. I hate to say it.
Yeah.
I think because the bonuses you're getting from Lola and the Moonstone deal are like double good in this scenario because of the circle tests.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, that was annoying. Your card is a Realm of Torment.
Do you think that's annoying? Boy, wait till you see that.
And you're going to get a Whippoorwills.
Yeah, worse things have happened to Tony.
Would you like me to go first?
Yes, I would.
Are you going to need me to evade that guy?
I have I have a narrow escape which I could use to boost, but that still only takes me at 4 to 3. Yeah, I'm probably going to need you to evade. Because you've got what, 5 evade?
Yes.
Yeah. That would be great.
I would need to move, engage, and evade him. And I can spend 4 resources to grab that final clue there. So then we'd have to circle test next turn.
Or I could circle test. Because we have the same skill here, so. Can anybody spend the
during a circle action spend 1 clue? Yeah, so I think it's anybody can do it.
Yeah. I think that's probably the right way to do it.
All right. So move, engage.
Do I just okay, you got him.
Attempt to evade. This guy should be. This guy doesn't really. I'll bring him to me because if he went with you, that would have been bad. So we will go 5-8 versus 3.
You know what? Maybe you should save the 45s. Maybe I'll commit the Swift Reflex to help with this. Because the 45s have 3 icons.
Yeah.
So let me. I'm not really using Swift Reflexes right now, so let me just go ahead and commit that.
Okay, so we're at 7 versus 3.
Oh, you know what? Hold on. Even better. I will
Play the Swift
I will play it.
Reflexes.
Yeah, that makes sense. There's no sense in committing that. I will play it.
Yeah.
So I'll
Stack
remove
it
a
on
couple
the crystallizer.
resources. Right. So I'll play it, put it on the crystallizer, and I'll take an action during your turn.
Mm-hmm.
And for that action, I'm gonna end up getting whippoorwills. I'll draw a card. Risky, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Okay, I got another Swift Reflexes. Okay.
All right, so now you can...
All right, and now I'll commit it.
Okay, so we get 7 versus 3. So we're 4 up. Chaos Bag says -3. So we evade this guy. And that's my turn. Did we just crash?
I think we did. Yeah.
Oh, we're back.
Okay.
I think. Is everything
Did it
okay?
interrupt? Did it interrupt your stream at all?
No, seems to be going. So
Okay. Good.
momentary hiccup there. Whew.
Scary.
All right.
So you're at
Spectral
up by 4?
Watchers. Yeah, Spectral Watchers evaded, so we're done.
Okay. Okay, and so then it's me. So I've got 4 actions here.
So first you have to grab a Whippoorwills.
Yes, so I have to deal with the... And is the... No, the Nether Mist is... Okay, so...
Yeah, he's down here. He'll be coming to us next turn.
That's fine. So I have to grab a Whippoorwills out of the... There's no... You're going to have to grab it for me, I think, right?
Yeah. Bless you.
The stream says bless you.
Oh, thank you.
All right. There's a Whippoorwills for you.
And let's put a bounty on it, please. Okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and spend my free action to engage that. Or do I automatically engage it with the or do I just draw it? I spawn it. So yeah.
Yeah, spawn it. So you'd have to use an action to grab it.
I'll use my free Tony action to grab it. And then I'm going to punch it at 4-2. Let's try to save an ammo here. Nope. All right, that's one action down.
-4.
Yeah. So I'll do it again. Hey,
There you go. Elder
and I get
Sign.
and I get a bounty back. That's nice. Okay, and that's enough to kill it. And I'll take the resource. All right, I have 2 actions remaining. So if I do the circle test here, which is certainly the plan, that is, I am at 7. Yeah, I'm at 7 to 11.
And we can drop it by 4. So we can make it
7 to 7.
Yeah.
And then I can commit, what are the chests here? It's strength and willpower. Okay. I can commit my Tony's 45 to go up +2.
Okay, and I could commit a backstab to send you up +3.
Okay, let's try it. So circle test at +3.
Oh,
Yes. Good commit. Good commit.
My heart was in my throat there. So we passed that thing.
All right. Whew, that was close.
Yeah, that was a little too close for comfort, that one.
I had a moment where I panicked and thought we hadn't gotten rid of the 13th division and that we just lost the tie.
Yeah. No, I was looking. I did look in the space where the 13th vision was sitting.
I was like, oh no, that card. All right, and I have one action remaining. Is that the last of the beacons? Yes, it is.
That is the last of the beacons. It is, yeah.
So now we can enter the Geist Trap.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait. We actually advance right now before I spend my last action.
If each unvisited isle location in play is revealed and the brazier on each of them is unlit, advance. Okay, so the Geist Trap isn't a... Okay, we advance to Act 3B. Against the Lodge, reveal the Geist Trap location, move each investigator at an unvisited isle location to the Geist Trap.
Cool.
So we leave these guys behind.
Yeah.
So this is revealed.
I kind of forgot about that.
4 shroud location with 2 clues. While the Spectral Watcher is at the Geist Trap, it gains Retaliate. Circle test is Will, Intellect, Combat, Agility 20 to complete the ritual or to disrupt it. If you succeed, you may either light or unlight the brazier. Haunted, take a damage or a horror.
And a horror.
A damage and a horror, yes. Shuffle the set-aside Silver Twilight Lodge encounter set and into the encounter deck along with the encounter discard pile. Okay, so that's where they come in. I was terrified there that we had... so that chump, that guy, that thing.
Should be 6 cards.
So those all go there, those all go there. And we've done that. Check the campaign log. If Joseph is alive and well, spawn the set-aside Joseph Miger enemy at the Geist Trap. Investigators cannot parlay with Joseph for the remainder of the game. And I believe he is mentioned. He is alive and well. So he shows up.
And he's just a generic 3/3/3.
Is he aloof?
No.
No. Okay, so he is going to engage one of us.
Me. I've got an action left.
And yes, you do. And is that all? That is all. During circle action, spend 1 clue, reduce the difficulty of the skill test by 2. If the Spectral Watcher is defeated at the Geist Trap while the brazier is unlit, advance. So we need to unlight the brazier and kill the Spectral Watcher. Is that the...
Mm-hmm. You got it. Yep.
All right.
Okay. So I've got 1 action remaining. And I can try to take out Joseph Miger, or not take him out, but at least put a dent in him. I'm trying to decide if I want to put a bounty on him or not. I've gotten rid of my guns. This turn, I have already spent my bounty action to get the Whippoorwills taken care of. I'll put 1 bounty on him.
Okay.
Just so I can take that free action next turn. And then I'll go ahead and shoot him with the Derringer.
All right.
So I'm hitting him at 7-3. It's the last of the bullets on my Derringer. All right, 7-3. I will not add. Zero. Sweet. I get another action. Sweet. So I hit him for 2. And then I will take my bonus Derringer action to punch him.
Okay.
At 5-3. And I'm just going to have to just hope for the best. So I'm just going to punch him. I don't have anything else to add to that.
Okay.
So I'll turn my empty Derringer around and pistol whip him. 5-3. Yes.
-2.
Got him. Killed him.
So he goes to the victory display.
I get a resource.
Nice. That worked out very well.
Yeah, how about that? Good old one-action Tony.
You have to test for Realm of Torment, too.
Oh, yeah. LOL.
Well, we're going to have the Nether Mist there next turn, so...
Right. Great times. So here we go. I'm testing at 2-3. I don't have anything to commit to this. So, come on, Elder Sign.
So close.
'Tis a shame. I need my Tennessee Sour Mash.
Yeah. I think I only have one Guts in my deck, too, so...
I've even got the Leo DeLuca to make it for me.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. All right,
He's my
so our turn is over.
That's it, yep.
So the Nether Mist guy is coming over to us during the enemy phase.
Mm-hmm. And that's all that happens in the phase.
Yeah.
There's my Tennessee Sour Mash. Sweet.
I draw a watch this. Your Tony's Quarry does nothing.
Nope, he just hangs out.
David, yeah, we're just playing standalone. This isn't a campaign. Tim thought we should play this one because when I played this I played this only once in solo and it was a disaster. So I did not have a very good impression of this particular scenario. So it's nice to actually sit down
and I really like this scenario.
And
this
see what it does.
One of my top 2 or 3 from that campaign. So.
All right, so I gain another resource, and we go to the Mythos phase.
Yes.
I'm just going to go give the deck one more shuffle here. My card is a Whippoorwills.
Well, seems the right thing to do here is put a bounty on him, so that.
And your card is an Eager for Death. Man,
okay.
That would have killed me.
It's not very friendly to me, but I'm glad it's not gonna kill you. Boy, I drew this Tennessee Sour Mash too, just a second too late. Ooh, although, boy, the Realm of Torment is gonna almost kill me because of the location.
Oh, right. You're gonna take a damage. You're gonna take 2 and 2.
Yep.
Yeah, we've got a turn basically.
Yeah, it's true.
And we can't unless we go after the Spectral Watcher. He's got to come to us, right?
No, I'm not going to take 2 and 2. I'm going to take 1 and 3 is what I'm going to take. Because the Eager for Death is going to deal me 2 horror. So.
Yeah.
But, well, it's not going to kill me right now because I've got Leo to soak it. So let's do it.
Just a sec. So you're going to take 2 horror and then you're going to take another
damage and a horror.
Damage, and you're going to take 2 damage and 2 horror next turn because of the Nether Mist and the Geist Trap.
Oh, I forgot about the Nether Mist. But that doesn't happen until the start of my turn. Yeah. So if you can, what can you do to help me with that? Probably not much.
I'd have to engage the Nether Mist and evade it.
Although the Nether Mist gives it to the location.
Yeah, just haunt. I'd have to engage it and move away.
It's true. I think that's the only way to keep me alive.
But then I mean, I've only got 2 sanity too.
Okay, well,
so if I engage the Nether Mist and then I'll take one, and then I'll die next turn probably.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, I think we're in a bit of a. I think we're in a tough spot here.
Well, let's see. I'm testing here at 2 to 4.
Yeah.
I could commit a Tennessee Sour Mash to go up to 3 to 4, but that doesn't.
Alexander is suggesting you use the swift reflexes to move away during my turn.
Oh, that's a good suggestion.
Yeah, very good suggestion, Alexander.
Thank you, Alexander. Thank you. That's a very good suggestion because then I can take a different location.
Mm-hmm.
Different haunted. Yeah, the Unvisited Isle. The Decayed Willow is a light hit on that. Or the Haunted Spring, I could get rid of my empty gun. Yeah. Okay. Extra credit to you, Alexander. Thank you, sir. All right. Well, that's great. Well, either way, I got to test this 2 to 4. So let's do it. Oh, what extra effect does that have?
If you have no damage, take a damage. If you have no horror, take a horror.
That's not me. All right. So I take 2 horror.
Yeah.
So I'll keep Leo around for now. I'll take 2 horror.
All right. It is our turn.
Mm-hmm.
So you need me to go first.
I do.
How are we going to do a circle test with a freaking whippoorwills there?
Yeah, it's terrible. Do you have any way to...
I mean, I could probably... Yeah, the best I could do would be 3-2, I think. Unless I dump everything I've got into it.
Well, if you dump everything you've got, I can dump 2 into it. I can give you 2 icons. What are you at sum total here? Considering you're -1 to everything.
Yeah, so if I fight the whippoorwills first, if I engage the whippoorwills and then fight them, I could go 1, 2... I could go 2, I think, because I want to save the twin 45s for this Geist trap. So I'd be at 5.
5 to 2?
5 to 2. 5 to 2, yes.
5, including the -1 that the whippoorwills give you?
Yes.
Well, that's not bad.
So first I'm going to use Lola.
Take the clue.
I want this clue. Okay. I will engage the whippoorwills.
I'm just going to stick around long enough for you to do the circle test so I can commit something to you, and then I'll head out of here.
Yeah. Now I have to kill the whippoorwills. That's the tricky part. I guess we will punch the whippoorwills. I'm not going to use any... as an additional cost, I have to commit up to 3. So I'll commit 1 to watch this. So 3, 4, 5... 4. And if you've got 1 for me?
Sure. So I can commit I can commit a Lupara to this, although I was going to use that to kill the Spectral Watcher, but we need to get out of this situation. So yeah, I'll commit it.
All right. Well, here we go. 5 versus 2. Is that... Yeah, all those special tokens are -3s.
They sure are. Yep.
So we got to go 3 up for sure. I mean, as an alternative, I could pitch the Jenny's Twin 45s, but that's 3 icons that we can use during the circle test. That seems...
Boy, but then the Whippoorwills...
Hi, Snowblind 2018. Yeah, I committed 1 resource to watch this.
Okay, I think that's the right way to do it, the way we're doing it right.
All right. Chaos Bag, Skull, -2.
Okay,
Chaos.
that was not a circle test, so that's fine.
And so we succeeded by 1, right? Hey,
We did.
I get 2 resources. Sweet.
You did not get the extra action, unfortunately.
No, I did not. But so I engaged. I killed the Whippoorwills. You get 1 for the
Thank you.
the thingamajig.
The bounty, yeah. And then I will go ahead and wait for you to do the circle test.
Okay, so I'm going to do the circle test. So I am currently at 8, 9, 10, 11, 16 versus 20.
Mm-hmm. But then
So
you have
16
clues, right?
versus 18.
Uh-huh.
19 versus 20.
19 versus 18.
19 versus 18, sorry.
And I'll commit a swift reflexes.
I'll commit easy mark to gain 2
that's-
more.
So that's 23 to 18 right now.
Yeah, that's where we want to be. All right. 23
I'm
to
down with that.
18. Chaos Bag, -3.
Sweet.
Circle test passes. So we
Okay, now we just got to kill the Spectre Watcher.
just got to kill the big guy. Okay, that's done. That's my
Okay,
turn. Now you
in the
have to do
fast action.
yeah.
I will go ahead and during the fast action window, I will play swift reflexes.
Hi Amelia, welcome to the stream. Tim Fiscus and I are just about to wrap up Union
of our
and
teeth.
Disillusion. Yeah, possibly.
Okay, I'm playing swift reflexes, and I'll put that onto Crystallizer. And I'm going to zoop out over to the unvisited Isle Haunted Spring.
Okay.
Okay. All right, then my turn begins.
Yep.
And I have 4 actions available. I will have to do the Realm of Torment, which means I have to get rid of an asset I control, so I will ditch the empty Derringer. And that satisfies that. Okay, then I will spend my first action to play the Tennessee Sour Mash. And that will hopefully get me out of this Realm of Torment.
Mm-hmm.
And that gets 2 supplies on it. And I can also bust it over the head of the Spectre Watcher.
That's right.
And that's fast, actually, so that doesn't cost me an action. Let me get that action back. Oops. Okay, so I still have actually all 4 of my actions.
So what does this end game look like? So this turn, the Spectral Watcher comes to me.
That's a good question. Yes.
He attacks me. I defend. Next turn, we just beat him up.
Yeah, that's right.
Hi, Juicy. Welcome to the stream. Glad you could make it.
So I've only got 12 cards left in my deck, and I've been through almost all of my weapons. I don't know if I've seen my second Derringer yet. Let me look at my discard pile. No, I still have another Derringer, but that's it. And I also have a What's the contract that you can ping an enemy for damage or 2?
Small favor.
Small favor, yeah. I have one of those in there, but I also have a Guardian of the Crystallizer. So, all we need to do is kill this Spectral Watcher.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I've got the damage and horror soak from Tony. He does not have retaliate. He has alert. I think I'm just going to go up there and just start punching him. And I'll take the hit.
Okay. So what?
I'll take the,
but
I'll
we
take the
need
hit
to
on
kill
my
him
own.
at the Geist Trap, right? So how do we?
Right. Well, I'm just going to, what I'll do, it's a good question. Well, I can drag him with me. I can't. Because then I would die. That's right. Yeah, we have to let him come to you.
Like, I mean, you could draw cards and just, I mean,
Ugh,
what's
that's
your
a dangerous game.
crystallizer? What's your crystallizer?
Oh, he comes into play exhausted, so that'd be all right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll go ahead and draw cards. So action 1, draw a card. Okay, I got a quick thinking. Okay, action 2, I will draw another card. Psychosis, that doesn't matter. Literally doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's nothing.
And then I'll draw a third card. I'll draw Contraband.
Oh, that's too bad.
That's too bad. I got rid of my gun.
But it would have been 0 anyway, wouldn't it? Or does this one?
No, it adds 2 ammo.
It adds 2 ammo, yeah.
And draws your card. It's really good. All right, and then I'll move in. No, I won't. No, I won't. I need to stay here.
Yeah.
No, I'll move up to the Decayed Willow because that one I can handle the haunted effect. I'll move to the Decayed Willow because that's choose and discard a card from your hand, and that contract not doing anything. So, but now I can use one of the charges on the Sour Mash to hopefully get out of this realm of torment.
Yeah.
So I'll be at 5 to 3, and I'll commit a quick thinking. So I'll go 6 to 3. Okay.
Oh, look at that! You even
So
get the action out of.
I get the action. Nice. So I got to remove the charge from the Sour Mash. Oops, I added one. Okay, and then I dealt with the Realm of Torment, so you can get rid of that. And I've got 1 action remaining. So now I don't have to worry about the haunted effect unless I draw that one that makes me worry. So I'll just move in. I'll move in with you.
Yeah. Welcome to the stream, Travis. Glad you could make it. All right.
Okay, and I'm out of actions. That's it.
Okay, so we go to the enemy phase.
MVP to our listener who made that suggestion.
Yes, Alexander is the king here who made that suggestion. That may have.
I've never played with Swift Reflexes in this deck, so I didn't even consider that as an option. Hooray!
So we go to the enemy phase. So we want
The Watcher to go
him?
with. Yes, I think. Let's do the math here.
I think either way we're
1 away. Yeah.
It's like I take him or
Yeah.
you take him.
Well, I think we've got a better chance of me beating the Spectral Watcher than you. So if you die, we could still win this.
Okay. So you want to take him?
I feel like, no, I'm saying that you take him because that way you take the damage.
Yeah.
And if somebody's at the brink of death, it's you.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll just take it.
Okay.
I will. I can put the damage on Lola. And I'll take the horror, because if I draw an Eager for Death, I'm dead anyway, so it doesn't matter.
It's true.
All right. Yeah, Alexander, that was a great call. Good work, man.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right. Upkeep. You get a decoy, and I get an easy mark.
Okay. Decoy does not work on elites, so.
Yes. All right. We are on turn 11. I think
we're on the final turn.
This is going to be it. Either way, we're either going to win it or lose it this turn. So, just F12 and.
Oh, sorry. I'm wondering what's going on.
Turn 11. Here we go. My encounter card is going to be the Lodge Neophyte. He is aloof and he doesn't matter. So
he spawns at any empty location. So
you can go over there and he gets a doom, but that doesn't matter.
Nope. Oh, you put an action on him. There you go.
And your encounter card is a Mysteries of the Lodge. Place 1 doom on the nearest.
Sweet.
Yeah. So
sweet.
He just gets bigger.
Well, can't complain about that. Mythos
that was
phase.
One of the easiest Mythos phases we've had this game. Yeah. So he just gets tougher to fight.
And does nothing else.
All right.
Ooh, mama. Okay. So we need to beat her up. We need to deal 5 damage here.
Yep.
I've got the Tennessee Sour Mash is it can be counted on for 2. I mean, I think it's a pretty fair assumption.
Yes.
And
3.
Otherwise, I'm pummeling him at 5-2 with my fists.
All right.
I could try to draw into a Darren.
How many actions would you need? How many actions do you get this turn?
I get 4. And I'll use the Leo action first, but that won't matter. So I get 4.
But doesn't Tony's give you another one to?
I don't have a bounty on the Spectral Watcher.
Oh. Right. Okay.
Yeah, I was saving my bounties for other stuff, but there was a mistake early on.
Okay. And he's got Retaliate, so.
No, he doesn't. Oh, he does. Yeah, that's right. He does at the Guy's Trap.
Yeah, we're with the Witches, Amelia. We signed up to support them.
Yeah, don't miss.
We've got a ton. We've got a ton of agility icons and nothing to.
We can evade him easily because of the, and that turns off his Retaliate, so that's at least good.
So do I evade him and then you?
And yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Evade him and then just try to beat him up, and then I do the same thing.
Yep.
All right. Why don't you go first?
We don't have to be engaged with him when he's evaded, right? How does that work when?
What's that?
So if he is evaded,
mm-hmm.
then I have to re-engage with him, but he just can't attack me.
No. You mean to attack him?
Yeah.
No, he's just evaded at the location. He's not aloof or anything like that.
Yeah, but I can still I can attack him without being engaged with him, is what I'm saying.
Yes, that's correct. Yeah.
All right. Well, I will commit my easy mark.
What's that put you at 6?
Puts me at 6 versus 3.
I'll go ahead and throw my swift reflexes from the crystallizer in.
Okay.
So you're 8 versus 3.
Chaos Bag says -3.
Okay, great.
Whoops, I'm looking at the wrong deck. Okay, so he is evaded.
Mm-hmm.
Whoops. So now we just need to beat him up.
Yep, we need to do 5 damage to him.
So I'm going 3 versus 3.
Yeah, I don't have any.
Yeah, I'm completely
fight
out
icons.
I have no fight left. I don't even think I've got 4 cards left in my deck, and one of them is
Searching for Izzy.
Searching for Izzy. So 3 versus 3. If we draw an Elder Sign +1 or 0, we're good. Or an auto fail. That's also an option.
that ain't it.
So that didn't quite work out. Jenny will try one more time. 3 versus 3.
Come on, Jenny.
Double auto fail. Okay,
Shut up.
That's embarrassing. Gee whiz. Double
He was
auto fail. Come on.
He was laying on the ground. What are you?
No, he's just like, she's just like, no, I can't do it.
She has to take off her shoes first and adjust her hat.
Well, it's a year go now. So
well, all right, here we go. 4 actions. I think I'd just start pummeling. So let's go ahead and hit him with the Tennessee Sour.
okay.
So that's going to be 8-3. So discard it. Yeah, 8-3.
That's what we needed earlier.
Mm-hmm. So that's 2 damage.
Okay.
All right, and I've got 3 actions remaining, and I need to hit. Does that sound about right?
Yeah, sounds about right.
So I'm punching him at 5-3 3 times. Here we go. First try. Got
There's
him.
1.
Second try. Oh my God.
Oh,
Oh.
it's all in your hands, Tim.
Third try. Final action.
-3.
That can't be good.
It's just a -3.
Well, we don't die.
No, we don't die. We get another turn.
We do. There's a -2 sitting in the middle of the table for some reason.
I think it's just I put 2 down. 2.
Oh, there's a chaos token.
Not on my side. There isn't.
Oh, okay.
It's okay. All right. So we go to the next turn. We have one more turn.
So investigation phase, enemy phase, nothing happens.
Nothing happens. I get a sleight of hand. Or
So
you
did
get
I.
a sleight of hand. I got a watch this. Hey, that's a.
Oh, that's an icon.
So do you want to take him now? Or no, do you want me to take him to evade him?
I can commit 2 to your evade, so that's probably a good idea.
Or do we just want to...
Let's get through the Mythos phase first.
Yeah, let's get through the Mythos phase first. Okay. I would do this anyway just because I'm just going to spend my resources to use Lola to grab this clue because it would have been worth victory points.
Sure.
All right. This will be the last turn. Hopefully.
Sorry. Here I am sitting here on the F. Okay.
My encounter card is Obscuring Fog.
Sweet.
Your
Okay,
encounter card is Spectral Raven. Alert Hunter Retaliate. So it just engages you.
Okay, well, that's fine. And it has a thing. I must either resolve the haunted ability in my location, which I definitely...
Or it gets +2 fight and +2 evade.
That's fine. I'm not going to be triggering an attack of opportunity, so we'll give him the +2 fight and evade.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, well, that was good. That was really good, actually.
That was really good. So we're evading this chump.
Yes, I will commit a decoy to that.
I will commit my watch this. I'm just going to dump 3 resources into it because I'm greedy. And so I'm going 5, 6, 7, 8. And I draw it a 0.
Oh, save that 0.
So I get 6 resources back. And he is evaded.
Mm-hmm.
Jenny has 2 actions left.
Okay, come on.
Come on, Jenny. Hit it with your shoe. Hit it with your shoe.
Yes!
Yay! Jenny bonks it on the head with her shoe.
Oh, right in her purse.
Yeah, she smacks it with her purse, her shoe.
Awesome.
And yeah, so that's a damage. Thank you, David. That was those last 2 turns were pretty touch. I think the Moonstone earned its
yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Earned its keep this game. At least on the agility side of things. Not so good on the willpower, but the agility was awesome.
The Crystallizer cranked its worth too. Yeah, for sure.
And so we have defeated the Spectral Watcher at the Geist Trap is unlit, so we advance.
Mm-hmm.
Union R4.
Hey, all right. That's a well-deserved victory.
Yes. After the beginning we had, man, I thought we were
crazy.
Wasn't looking good with taking all that damage and horror right off the bat, but
yeah, it's a really good win because the it showcased the abilities of both of the characters really well.
Yeah. No, good stuff. Good stuff. So, and closing thoughts?
So, that was great. That was a lot of fun. It was cool to see Moonstone into play. I'm pretty sure if I were playing that 2-handed solo, I would have lost because I wouldn't have had Alexander to remind me about how not to die.
That's right. Yeah.
But I think that scenario is a lot of fun. I think it's cool. I think the circle actions asking you to combine your skills is a really cool, unique thing. And it's truly like a teamwork kind of scenario, which is why it's kind of blah solo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because there's a lot of like assisting everybody, and when you get to that final circle, and every card in your hand becomes committable, and you can, but it's 20.
Yeah.
And then you can't just you can jerk around with the Watcher for a while, but eventually you can deal with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I thought I was going to regret committing that Lupara. Right, got to the end, and I'm like, oh man, I knew this was a bad decision.
Yeah. Yeah, David is asking in the chat whether I've changed my opinion on this scenario. Yeah, it's night and day compared to playing it solo. I mean, it really, it's a much more interesting, fun scenario in multiplayer for sure. In solo, I didn't even make it past Act 1A, and I was dead, and I couldn't even pass the circle tests because I think I was playing Diana, and I had the one that was like willpower and something, and I just and I didn't draw any of my cards.
2 willpower or something, yeah.
So I had a 1 willpower, and I just there was nothing I could do. So I was like sitting there spinning my wheels, and then of course you start drawing whippoorwills by the truckload, which are already reducing your already pitiful skills, and it was just.
Yeah, this scenario, I think the encounter deck for this scenario is really good at pulling off combos. There's a lot of surge. It almost reminds me of a Lord of the Rings card game encounter deck. Mm-hmm. Because it's doing a lot of the cards will play off of each other really nicely. And rather than I don't think you're going to lose this scenario on time.
No, I think there's plenty of time. It's if you get if you get some bad combos with death approaches and whatnot, you could be in trouble quick.
That Shadows of Night or whatever it's called that makes you resolve the haunted ability every turn. Oh, thing's the worst. Yeah. I think that might even take out Brotherhood Cultist for my least favorite encounter card. Mm-hmm. Although, you play a mystic or somebody with some willpower and it doesn't matter. Yeah.
No, it's a much better scenario in multiplayer. It was a lot of fun. Glad we were able to put up the W. That's
super cool.
So that, I think, will do it for us tonight. Thanks to everyone who dropped by the stream tonight to watch. It's always appreciated.
Thank you very much.
Glad that you could make it. It's always nice to hear from you and see you guys in the chat. And of course, if you help us win like Alexander did tonight, even better. So thank you very much.
That's exactly right.
Thank you very much, Tim, for coming on the show and playing.
Oh, it's awesome been my pleasure. It's a really cool experience. I've been a huge fan of the channel ever since it started up. I've spent countless hours sitting in my car driving to work and listening to the streams and the reviews, and so it's really great to be a part of it.
And where can people find you on online?
So if you look for on YouTube, I'm under I've Got a Plan Podcast, or on Facebook at I've Got a Plan Podcast, all one word, no apostrophe. And I'm on SoundCloud under Tim Paul, Paul. I've Got a Plan. There's actually 7 or 8 podcasts or audiobooks, things called I've Got a Plan on there for some reason. So you have to search for my name, which is Tim Paul. But if you go to my Facebook page, I've got links to my various podcasts. And then I also am a contributor. I'm an audiobook reader for Arkham through the Arkham audio series as well.
All right. So make sure you go and check out Tim's stuff online. That's he's one of the contributors to the community, and go check out what he's doing. It's good stuff. So thanks a bunch, everyone in the chat for dropping by. Thanks to Tim for coming and playing a scenario that I didn't have a very good time with the first time around, and this one went much better. We were able to put up the win on Union and Disillusion. So we will call it there. That's going to do it for this episode. If you enjoy what you hear, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Head over to patreon.com to sign up to become a patron of the channel. One of the rewards is coming on and playing with the Manfromleng. So head over there, sign up, and you too can join me for a game and chat about the Arkham Horror LCG. If you need to contact me, I can be reached at manfromleng@gmail.com. I'm also on Twitter at manfromleng. Until the stars are right, keep your shotgun close and your elder sign closer. Take care out there, and happy investigating.